Last one. Okay. 노지 장통만, right?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want a copy of it today, or?
Anybody need a copy? I can share.
Do you guys have a copy?
Okay, good.
ôi nội chế trong chân thế lo na ro mai bai mê lai chế chế gom bo ba tu soi chế jai ken ken kai ma chế chế chung ge yu ba zhe na de ba sa soi ba de lu ba shu sa lai jai jai che la nya ne pe nya ne going to come by some then Lord, call my child, me badam. Send the my child, going get God was from man might there go Jebela Mala you so white be gonjela me yang me going here boy some passion ganjai toy pe mo so ma je de gai jo be gonjai loy kan Nam do ngo oi je koi sum ba jin je ya mai ye je ya cha wa la ma gai loi bai cha we gon chen la ko ye me to ba jin Dorje changi gompa nyun toyo Soge joy dan soge joy nama San joy batu dani jasuchi Dagi jen soge Jolai venture sangye lumbai sho sangye Dāgī jī sōgī pē sūnāṃ gī Drolā pēnchī sāngī drūmā shū Sōngī chūrā sōgī chūnāṃ Jāñjū bādū dāni jāsūchī Dāgī jī sōgī pē sūnāṃ gī Drolā pēnchī sāngī drūmā shū Simjē dāmjē devā dāng devē Gyodai Dembai Gyurchi Simjai Dai Dumai Gi Gyodai Dewai Gyurchi Dumai Mebe Dewai Tamadam Me Dewai Gyurchi Nire Chadang Tevet Tanyan Jembola Nebrai Gyurchi Chāsala wādāi chūjī shabādāi jīsū yirān kurishēn sōvāi Gēvāi chūngzēn dāgī chīsāpa tamjēn dāgī chūngchū chīmbūrō Sāishēn pēchū chōshēn mē tō rīrāi līshēn ngīndē gyambā Sonje Shinto Mende Purwa Dogen Namda Shinla Chepa Sho Simje Namye Sampada Loye Cheta Cheta Onte Moye Tekba Ye Chiye Kor Du So Women chicken give on it, you so you can go on here, or some chew go on some dead. So you lamme javla so Lamada and Gunjur and Butch and Abasum gay and that some gentam lodges on door a ginger of those. Chulam don't door a ginger of those, or lam trubas or a ginger of those. Tonight, yes, or cherry ginger of those, or Lamada and Gunjur and Butch. Number some gay and that is some gentam lodges or door a ginger of those, or chulam door a ginger of those. Lam Tulbas or a ginger of those, or tonight, yes, or cherry ginger of those, or Lamada and Gunjur and Boje, number some gay, that does some gentam lodges on door a ginger of those. Chulam door a ginger of those, or Lam Tulbas or a ginger of those. Tonight, yes, or cherry ginger of those, or Toberanji tower ginger of those, or to Dijanji member ginger of those. Then the Tala gave a ginger of those, or the number ginger of those, or Kanda Jojo Dangi Dena, the Jelom Rajuba, so the thing the temple chiki chabage. Number the bottom jet de Namoria Damba, like Getan Lutan Ginger, true that me can. Doa king in the gate Zambara, Tam Jake, Dunda Gate, Namgadanya Bisim Jenam Jelana Bayanda Bordo, Sonji Kovan, which is in a Jantobarja. The age do Tambiches and Mosember, you and Yambituki and the Apostle of December. I show. Good evenings, all of my friends who has been known before or new newcomer. I very appreciate you come to share with Lord Buddha Shakyamuni's teachings. What I'm going to say is all word of the Buddha, but maybe my language, my knowledge, my education may not convey everything deep and profound that Lord Buddha have taught, but I'm trying to follow many different ways to put information what I learned from my teacher, word of the Buddha. I'm passing through, giving to you this, So I hope you will be learning something and bring your life the meaningful, helpful for you. So I am Buddhist since I'm young. In I think 5 years I was become Buddhist, I don't know. But 8 years being start reading and writing. And since then, I always had influenced by a great teacher around me and great practitioner around me. So I learn following them best I can, as I'm saying, because my diligence is not that good. My laziness is so weak, and so I'm not so educated, learned person. But what I believe, I too believe 100% Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, what he says, and that is to who I am. I am not enlightened person, bodhisattva, or anything divine than you. I'm just like you. But I know a little bit Buddhism than you because I've been long time Buddhism, and also I have fortunate to always around my great teacher and great Dharma friend who serious practitioner, very learned people who is interested in to practice them. So that is the big influence my life make me to something I can share with you. And also I fortunate enough, I come to United States, always some Buddhist people whenever I go, because being I am Buddhist, people come to see I can say something, they want to learn. So that brings lots of Buddhist people come around. As human being, I cannot say everyone is not looking for Buddhism, not looking for serious practicing. Many people also seriously want to know about this and want to practice. 100%, and some people not that serious, Some people like to, more name, fame, being I'm Buddhist, using their Buddhist name, and sometimes like that too. I not get along with that kind of things, because I'm not good person, but I like the good person around me. Maybe I'm not truthful person, but I want to someone truthful person around me. That's my nature, my quality. So that kind of fortune make sometimes I don't get along with the people. That's my problem, because everybody doesn't interested in what I'm doing. So I expect them to do what I'm doing. That also my fault. And sometimes I meet very good people, follow my way, and sometimes they will teach me more how to perform these good things in this in the United States place where no Buddhism here. It's just Buddhism newly. When I came here, they don't call Buddhism, they call Lamaism. That's the title. I come here. I'm Lamaism. I'm not the Buddhism. And then, because that is Tibet is lots of Lama activity, called Lama this, Lama that. But all the Lama means actually really highly titled as Buddha. Lama is Buddha. Same things we're talking about. Lamas. But again, you can name it anyone Lama. That doesn't mean everyone Lama, So that case, people here, many people, one point we are first time coming Sweden, Denmark, England, even United States here, we call museum. Most time they museum, they have lots of pictures and tanka, those, they show up and they asking my teacher to who is this tanka, what it is this, and sometimes they misinterpret those things. And they announce publicly, say, here we have today from Tibet, Lamaism, here to explaining about Lamas things. So they don't call Buddhism. So that's why I came here. I came 50 years ago, I came here. But, blessing of the Buddha is so strong and speedily developed. Within the 50 years, lots of people have studied, and lots of Westerner learning Buddhist philosophy, Buddhist training, and lots of people practicing, very good people, amazingly good people practicing I saw in Westerner, man, woman. I say some women's called good practitioner. Some man is good practitioner. I cannot say man is better or woman is better, but depending who you are. So that's why I meet those became different people. And so, up to all, this time, with this center, we have long time. We have go through lots of different stage. There are lots of people here. Someone who has worked hard before, have been president, and have been many kind of duty they make this center to maintain at the time, very difficult time. But now it's getting better. So I don't give up. When I keep coming, very difficult time, I'll come. Very happy time, I come. So this time also, the people have Sangha asking this time come and good weather, good time. And also specifically, they say they want to do Nyung practice. But I love the practice Nyung. Nyung is a very good practice because it is just for a short time. You take the bow seriously, and Nyung bow. So that makes, I feel, even one Nyung make lots of clear your eye, you're mentally more peace and calm. You can see the truth within us, So that helped me. So I was doing Nyung used to every month, full moon day I do this. And so, but now, because at center with a city, people not able to stay in the center, not room enough, and we go to retreat land 1 year, one time, 8 Nyung we do every year. And some people last year, some people come from here all over the world. So we did practice Nyung practice there. That I like it. So this time somebody told me they want to do Nyung. I was excited to want to come. And so, so I came for Nyung. So Nyung we're going to do good timing giving. Yesterday I came rest. Today I was rest, but I make the altar arrange. Peter was cooking and something was helping making dolma, those things. And Richard was also there, and Terry was also running around. So she still need to take care, rest. I keep saying, go rest, go rest. But anyway, we together make this altar ready for tomorrow initiation. And so then up to Peter say, you have to talk today. So I say, okay. So there's no problem. And so the talk was kind of, they say, about Chinese, this and that, but that's okay, the title, you can make it, but we have to do some kind of meaningful things here. So we'll talk about Nyung more seriously. If you really want to Nyung, that is the real practice, you completely lock it in. If somebody says you do it, somebody telling me, I don't know, I'm doing this, but you decide to do it, then you're serious. You want to finish this, and you want to work hard. The time not wasting. That lots you learn from what we call negative positive. And now you can see kind of light shining to the positive side, so you can see the beauty there. And you also light shining to negative side, the darkness there. And then kind of you can compare. No one got to walk in the dark, you get not seeing nothing. But the light, you like to see light because light can see things what you're not seeing before. So this Nyung kind of distinguish between the dark and the light, So that is very important. But you take initiation tomorrow. I'm giving welcome everyone to take the initiation. And then teaching and giving, you can welcome to teaching up to initiation, no problem. But if you really actually we're doing this as Monday night, you have to be here. And so then you have to, there's room for a woman room, man room, separated. And that, Terry has already decision to make. And so that case you have to separate because the bow is very restricted. I will say this bow is more than monk. A monk have restricted, but this is more restricted because they don't want to do any mistake there. But this is 24 hour. You can keep 24 hour. That means not Nyung, but you get Nyen.
Nyenne meaning 24. Today, morning, sun shining. Before sun shining, you take the bow. Then you absorb the bow, you have the bow. Being you believe the bow, morning you repeat, and you confident you took the bow, now I have the bow. But then you aware things, and what the bow I took, what I should not do it, what I should do it. It is kind of, very short mindfulness and very aware, but very, very useful, So that is a very important part for you to know of the bow. That is, there is a booklet. I saw this in the bookstore. I think over there, that blue book, they're not too much. You can read quick, but not just read it, but think about each will telling what the bow you're taking, what the bow you broken if you don't do it. All this detail there, so you know that if you can, you take those of the bow. If you cannot, not take the bow. If you don't want to do it, why you take the bow? You don't take it, but still you can come chanting mantra time to time. You can go whenever you go. But when you bow, then you have to stay here. And will be extensive chanting, recitation also. And so, but then you decided that, So if you take bow, you broke. That's making, hopefully, you sharpening knife to kill yourself. So better not do that. Don't take bow, you don't have good and not get bad either. So that's better than you get that bad, So that's I'm kind of remind you to that's important for you. But they read the book, but you were talking to more and these things more. But this book is basically very detailed than what I'm talking. Very detailed, giving idea. And then there is Sadhana. I think Richard, you publish it, right? So that is there. If you're joining the Nyung practice, you need the Sadhana. So that sadhana, I think Peter has. So that sadhana we go 3 times all day, So first day will be eat 1 meal, morning breakfast and tea, drink juice, milk, and then 1 meal up to the noon. Then you cannot take any meal, solid food. But whole day you can drink milk, juice, and so on. But keep the bow with that. So that the first day. Second day, when you wake up, then you cannot drink 1 drop of water, not eat any food, solid food, completely not eating, drinking, then no talking. And so lots of restriction there, so that second day, 24 hours, you're not eating, not drinking, not talking, but you're chanting, praying, so you are not communicating worldly thing outside. And so mentally busy because mind is hard to control. The physical, verbally, you completely discipline, fence around by your bow. You cannot allow to talk, not allowed to do. That is the kind of interesting too. We are never discipline our speech, discipline our body. We are crazy, but sometimes we do that. You can sit so things that you lots of things you gain from it, wisdom too. So that is what Nyung benefits. My lifetime I do Nyung, as I'm saying. I used to do every full moon day, but now we do only 1 year, 1 time. And so that is we do because due to the more people come, we don't have the whole room for KTK San Francisco. So retreat land has 160 acres, lots of land. You close around, walk around, do things. So anyway, so that is the kind of beginning. Open the door to Nyung meanings. But today and tomorrow, with the initiation, morning preliminary part of initiation, afternoon will be have actual empowerment. And Sunday will be morning to evening. We'll talking about in general deities, lineage, and go to Sadhana far as we can to explaining for 2 sessions, morning 1 session, evening 1 session. And Monday, I think that they keep, which is very good. Another Torma day, make preparation day, make Torma, and then you also learning how to go through a little bit time we have. So Monday night you have to hear and make ready next day what you have to do. And so that is the planning. So then Tuesday you observe Bowen early morning, then continually, but I'm talking a little bit explaining that Tuesday, and Wednesday is completely silent day. But that again you don't have to do. You want to it serious. You want to do it seriously, benefit for you. And this can be very, very helpful. I'm very sick person when I'm young. Nyung keep each time Nyung make healthy I am, you know. And then up to 6 months I polluted it back. Then again following year to do it. So that's why I think I'm getting health better, and I feel that's very much from this practice. A great benefit to practice by this Nyungness. So anyway, that's the beginning we opening about Nyungne, but we'll talk more tomorrow. So actually that is in generally Buddha taught in Sanskrit ko yadharma hetu travava hedente kenta daga haya the tikins anora the body ma sharmana soha. That's the Sanskrit. And Tibetan is called Digpa Chian Mijashin Gewa Pensum Sopaja Rangi Semni Yonsu the Tene Sanje Tembayins. That's the Tibetan. In Sanskrit is not our Tibetan language. The Lord Buddha's language that. But that language have lots of blessing there. Buddhas get enlightened through that language, getting meaning of the enlightened, but through that language. So we call Buddha has a word, language, what Buddha taught, that is had blessing carryings. Long times ago, my teacher Kalu Rinpoche come to us. 3 retreat, we have to learn Tibetan, writing, reading, and understanding some. So that he asked people to do it. Then people ask him that, can we just translate everything, just do it English? Because we understand what we're saying. But Rinpoche says that's a very good idea. He answered that, that's a very good idea. But at the same time, we Tibet translating all the sutra and tantra. But mantra never translated. Sit as it is. But all the sutra and tantra, the essence of meaning is in mantra. So mantra combine all the sutra and tantra language can squeeze in all meaning. And so that reason, in all the translator, Indian translator, Tibetan translator, they translate in generally all texts, but the actual mantra they don't translate it. Rinpoche says why they don't translate it. They want to have blessing of the Buddha, his language, would contain in his mantra the essence of all. So that powerful this mantra. So don't translate it. We translate it, you may kind of not actual Buddha's lineage blessing in contain in our language. So Sanskrit language is more powerful. So keeping Sanskrit language still all the mantra we recited. So therefore the Tibetan language become more like Buddha's language, because in Tibet so much, we have more than 1,000 almost. The Buddha teaching came to Tibet. Many great masters has been enlightened through that language. So many Tibetan language are carrying on the mantra blessing again. So he says you learn Tibetan, you learn better and get meaning, but also the language belong to lineage now. So that you learn the Tibetan, but also he says, actual Vajrayana teachings, English doesn't have enough language there. So you learn Tibetan, so then you can dig the meaning a different way to approach. Sometimes we use it Sanskrit, Dharmakaya, Nimanakaya, Sambhakaya, Vajradharma, all this. We use Sanskrit, no English of that word when you use the Sanskrit as it is. And so also there's a reason to keep doing the language accordingly is blessing carrying on. So don't disappoint it or don't think you're wasting time. So all the three retreat, my student also, all of them is writing, reading, they do just like I do, chanting, everything. But they know meaning also. But they cannot speak language, colloquial language. They always Tibetan book I read, they know what I'm saying. So three retreat actually, that's why we retreat. All the retreat lama is kind of they know the language, So also through Rinpoche blessing, he is kind of command to us this. So we following his word. It's work so far, It's very good. So anyway, so that's important to again. We will take vow with Tibetan language. Morning post we are as supplication prayer of the Buddha Shakyamuni's 12 deed. And then we'll have 35 doses purification, compassion, repenting, regretting everything we done in the past, and then completely purifying through Buddha's presence of Buddha's omniscient wisdom. And then we repeat those things, then after that we take vow. So that's all we do Tibetan, so you should know that. And so then, first we do English, all the puja, English, but the second time we'll do again Tibetan. And third time again English, first day. But the second day, all we do Tibetan. So we phonetic there. So that's what you do. And so that is what we're going to do, actual practice that way. And so now I think we go back to what I'm saying. Gyawati kyukin tsunami sodan no dikpachiya me jashin gyawapan rangsam yitinisan yatemba 4 line this one shloka. So dikpachiya me jashin gyawapan sun soprachayas. That is the pause Buddha saying that. But that is necessary to pause Vinaya Sutra. Very important, that word. But very, very important in Mahamayana Sutra. Very, very important Vinaya Sutra. Very, very important Vajrayana as well. So this is kind of basically he teach in the beginning, but this same idea, same continually. But then your mind become more subtle level, your gross level in obscuration are kind of become subtle level, and then you go Mahayana, more subtle level you go to Vajrayanas. And that's with the Vajrayana, 3 yana will go up and up, high and high. But the same word we're using, Dikpacheya, Mejashin, Gewapanson, Soporche, that's very important. Buddha, his word. Dikpacheya, Mejashin means that Dikpa meaning sins, negative. Dikpacheya, Mejashin, I would not going to do nothing, any sinful deed, harmful things, torturing people, harming people physically, mentally, verbally. I will not do it. That's the first time he says. And second, some Gewapanson Soporches, after you don't do all this negative, what you do, you applying positive, do good things. Basically, your heart, your mind should be good. When your mind is good, your speech body automatically good. And then you are set, because when you more sins, negative you do, what cause you suffering, pain. So what we have done last life, we are continuing last life to this life. I wondering what I did it, but I can see what I am now. Everybody can see what you think today, what you think in your mind, what you doing, what you saying, what kind of your hobby. So you can see that's what you did last life. You're very kind, loving, compassion, always care other beings, less self, more selfless, more selfless, caring others sentient more, and the faith and trust Buddha Dharma Sangha who doing good things. So you have such attitude, you have that is, it means last life you did that good. That good result come this lifetime. So this kind of good deed make you more healthy, more happy, fulfill your wishes. Everything become your way. So that means last life I don't do bad things. So therefore I should appreciate last life what I did it. But now my responsible, I should not worse than this life. Next life I should be much better even than now. So that case, what I do now, you don't know what happened to you, what result. Next life you will experience. So therefore you can see now what you done last life, you get this life, but what you do this life, you go next life. So that meaning say, obviously good things make good, Somebody think good to you, you feel good. Say good thing, you good. Do good things, you feel good. That's wonderful. But I experience the good things that I have done good things, and their result kind of coming their fruition now good to me. So I must engage something, good things, because good things bring me first place. I do good things, saying good things, thinking good things. People appreciate it. Oh, this good person, he's a good thinking, saying good things. And then also doing good things. He's a wonderful person. Immediately I get prayer from people. Immediately people love me. People care me. Because of the my deed. Immediately you get result good for you. But also this will give you mind calm, clear. You're not frustrated, not anxiety. Your mind being calm, clear. So your mind is more settled. Calm your mind, then you're sustaining your calm. And then while you're sustaining your calm, you get some kind of wisdom to see what actual, and this will be make healthy and happy this lifetime. Then you can lots of good things you can do still. And then not only that, I can do more. The next life I'll be more good. Long life, good health, everything come along with my wishes. But last life make this life good, and this life should be good, make good next life. So this is a cause and the fact. So that the Buddha says it was basically, So negative side, if the any sinful, always mentally negative, therefore speech negative or action negative. And then mess up. When I'm mentally negative, we can feel that person is very aggressive. This person's always something. So I feel something, people can feel that. Then automatically come up some word. Even he trying, pretending to nice, his words zigzag, there's the ego there, something. It's something you can feel that. That is because of my negative motivation. That doesn't hire word coming a little shaky there. And then, of course, the action will become not positive. So this will be not make no one happy. Anyways, you have not making happy, then you don't expect you get a result happy. You have negatives. What you seed you plant a seed that grow, and that proved you getting. You cannot change. Already planted the seed that growing. And so things that way, Buddha says, do not do any sinful deed. That meaning anything that you mentally harmful thought. So like such a killing, stealing, lying, and all kind of negative things, or cheating other people, people between make like disharmony, people saying this and that. So all things that we human beings do, these are the not good. We can this go back to resolve ourselves, and sometimes our mind become unstable, very sick, very crazy. You're losing something, your mind become agitated. So this is all come from our negatives. We don't want this. If you don't want, why not stop that? If you don't do negative, this result not coming here. I don't want to, this painful, negative thing to me. But I keep doing it negative, causing me to painful. That's where you can see Buddha thinks, we so, wish to be a happiness. But opposite, you're planting seed of negative suffering. So you recognize negative, positive. Basically, that is very important. The Vinaya Sutra remaining that teaching that, you see. So then you do all the avoiding negative, be positive. Everything become along your wishes. Come. But the more you think about your long life, good health, everything come out with that. And then you motivate to dedicate. That's good to become next good life, next life good. And then also that will bring you the result too. Your motivation influence your actions. But then you more than next life, I want to get rid of all suffering. Even I come back next life, I'll be human world. I will have human suffering. I have to deal with human situation. And that's so painful, so sorrowful here. I want to get rid of all sufferings. So then I have to work in my ego to completely root out. So up to what you do and you avoiding all negative, you complete custom-made yourself really positive. So finally what Buddha says, after all, what you're getting is one's own mind stream. Subdue your own mind stream, which means your mind is very egoism, a very afflicted emotion. So that is very important for us to that resolve go into our mind stream, negativity remove and bring your positive. So that will be if you have so positive bring so much everything your wishes, then you set down your mind, you feel so calm, so clear, so much you kind of attempting or you're really into that calmness. So this because due to we have so much positive, no negative. There's some negative. When you calm down, they come up again. And they will become just completely cover your mind. And then it will lots of obstacle comes. But you avoid negative, more positive. The positive give you accommodating, calm and sustaining calmness. And it bring your mind, whatever you concentrated, you objectless, and essence of the things. So you can meditate, breathing, in the object of anything you are just concentrating. You can your mind staying as you wishes, because you are not distracting your mind. You are not negative, so there are not a negative result coming to distracting you. So this makes you have opportunity to bring your mind calm. So this calmness slowly, and to calm. But this calmness cannot make you liberated from sufferings. This calmness may bring you peace and calm now. That's all. So in order to do remove liberate from your suffering, you have to go to vipassana meditation. Samatha meditation cannot liberate it, So that vipassana meditation is pretty much calming your mind down, but this comes from lots of positive. More positive, pure, obviously you get more calming down. But then you need instruction to go into more inside essence of your calm. Calmness means you're calm, not really thinking too much, one pointly, and you can able to keep your mind one pointly. And just like crazy monkey or elephant catch from the out in jungle. And they live in very carelessly in jungle there. You tight in the rope, in the iron chains, put a big pole, and so that elephant will not stay there easily. They want to. Elephant is powerful. Any strong chain they can break through. So same things. Our mind is not trained to positive. trained to calm down, then you try to bring your mind to essential point, your mind will not stay there. So your mind would try to out. So elephant is just you catch from the jungle, you tie the chain in the big pole. He may have any strong pole, he can pull off them, and he will cut the chain, he'll leave. So same things, our mind is not trained very well for avoiding negative and positive, and then calm you clearly your mind, very stable. Then you actually go vipassana meditation, and that means calm abiding meditation is you are strong chain, strong pole, monkey or elephant like the mind can able to bind it there. So no matter how much you try to escape from there, it doesn't break the chain, it doesn't break the pole. And so this will helping something like that. So it is very important this one up to another. And so rangi semne yongso duls, so that meaning subdue your mind. Your mind is like monkey mind. A monkey is one example. You take the monkey from the jungle, put in the cage. He will not stay in one place. He want to get out because he used to be stay in a big jungle, carelessly jumping around. So you put in a small cage. He like to come out. He is very agitated. Really good looking, try to find the door to get out. And so there's same things when the meditator meditate without sequence of practice. And when you sit down meditation, that's happening. You are a monkey-like mind. And we have 5 sense organ like work, where you put the monkey in house, monkey have poured pipe door there, window, 5 window there. But the wild monkey you put in the house, so monkey will window to window jumping. He want to go out, So he thinks I can go this way, or I'm not getting this way, maybe this way and this way. But then people looking from outside, so many monkey there. Actually, there's not too many. He's speeding quick because he wanted this way and that way. So all the 5 sense organ, the form, the form and the feeling, smelling, tasting, and so the sensation, all these things, and the 5 of these are the, you see things, you hear things, you smell things, you taste things, you feeling things. So your mind go this way, that way. So monkey is consciousness. Smell is 5 doors opening now. So he go door to door, and that's some text will say that more detailed that. So this way we are not allowed easily. So therefore, teaching Buddha is nowadays, I can tell you, so many book, wonderful book, very good book. You can read. Good scholar, and they know what, and they translate it. Very good. I read English some, and so there's a non. Even we don't able to untie the meaning in the Tibetan, some scholar will clearly translate it in English. Easy for us also. We see this. So this is a kind of available book. So these books are very good to read. At the same time, you get confused. What confusion is? The book's so wonderful. Used to in the Labzang Rampa, I don't know if anyone knows. When I'm first time come Labzang Rampa from English guy, his book is very popular. First time I come there, everybody carrying his book. His book is good for Tibetan people. He praise Tibetan very highly. He thinks that Tibetan, he say Tibetan doesn't walk, they fly. And he say he was in Tibet in Lhasa. But he transformed his consciousness in England, he born there. So now he's Englishman, but he said I'm Tibetan actually. But I transformed my consciousness, I born. I'm writing now everything Tibet I knows. So he wrote book, lots of that book bring Tibetan, people are come to Tibetan Buddhism. So that was good for just open the Dharma, but actually what he says is not true. The way he wrote that way, he want to be sell the book. That's his motivation. So he have kind of fantasized, then he write, then people excited. Lots of young people carrying around that. At the time, Bardo book, one of them, long translation, that's what everybody carrying around, young people. And other time that Lobza Rampa's book he carrying around. That is book, he motivate him name, fame. He not motivate to bring someone to open the eye to Dharma, to liberation. So that motivation is completely not right. And also, what he putting that's not true either. So that makes very confusing, but it'll bring excited people to bring Tibetan Buddhism. When I came, many people come. People come, sometimes they read book, they say, are you eating? Are you sleeping? How long you sleeping? How you sleep? How you walk? And I want to know why they ask me that. But after all the books writing, Tibetan people doesn't sleep, they sit down. And then also they go down. Nighttime they go, mind go out, look and see each other what they doing. But it is kind of enjoyable, but it's not true. But the later, His Holiness Dalai Lama noticed that, and somebody conveyed the message to him, and he write down, told the public, don't read that book. And good for Tibetan, but not good for deceiving all sentient beings. So then put down his book. 5 years he is not more, but he make good money there. So that kind of books. Nowadays also, I think some people, every scholar make the best book now. Never translated before. They translate that. The idea is they want to sell this book. And the idea is they want to make more famous themselves. So all is their own selfish reason, make their motivations not good. But then what happened is people excited, writing their very wonderful things. Buddhist things, the very high tantric things, these things. People misunderstanding that, and then that disorder their practice that way. That was, His Holiness Dalai Lama and High Lamas, all of them not really respect that way. But one way we think it's very good to expose this teaching. And one way people are not ready and they don't want to go through state by state by state. And they want, that's good. I want to be Dzogchen, Dzogchen is more popular right now. Dzogchen. And study something detailed, meditation, they don't want to do it. But anyone just easily, just like fast food, You go to this restaurant, everything on your table you pay. That's the way, people think the Buddha Dharma. But that doesn't, I don't think that's the way to go. All the great masters in Tibet, they did it. Realization. Look at their history. I don't know. That is one human being doing this. For me, I get really encouraging, but at the same time, if somebody says you want to do it, I don't think I can do it. But I really respect that, like Milarepa's story, some of the great masters of history as encouraging, but they didn't say immediately high level. They go through hardship. And certain point, then they experience their realization. But sometimes people read the realization part. How gain this realization, they don't read that. That is hard, Milarepa is saying 12 years no human condition, no clothes, no food, whether summer, winter, snow, he stayed there nakedly there. Hardship, no matter how hard he stayed there. And no food. And after all, he's so hungry, he eat nettle, he cook nettle, he eat. His body like green, like nettle. So that was hard, he walked to realization, But I don't think that we can do the one day. We can think of Nyung Tam, that is very good. Not eating there, you can see. Drinking, thirsty, hungry. If you really think, I am thirsty tomorrow, I am hungry tomorrow, thinking in your mind that tomorrow, really obviously thinking thirsty and hungry. And just, okay, I'll do it, whatever comes, I face with that. I'm not drinking, not eating. You just dedicate bravely, you okay. Sometimes you don't have the thirsty, not drinking. Some people have very easily. And so that's happening too. So depending our mind inviting problem sometimes. So anyway, that's kind of lots of book is and many people reading, I think, but sometimes they're confused a little bit. But again, Ma Sanji like Dzogchen, very good teaching, very good teacher, and they Longchenpa right, very good teaching there. But we are not Longchenpa, we are not Guru Rinpoche, But look at Guru Rinpoche's story. He applying here, applying there, doing here, doing there. So we think I'm Guru Rinpoche? No, I am the human being. I have lots of angry, lots of jealous, lots of grief, lots of selfish, Look at myself. That's not the Guru Rinpoche. Guru Rinpoche doesn't have that things. So that is what the true Dharma is, the Buddha taught. So if you can do you can honestly what you can. If you cannot do it, don't take the vow. A vow is very helpful. But the vow can damage what you have done, good things pass also. So therefore, careful to not to take vow, but when you take vow, keep it. But Nyung vow is, for me, my kind capability, 24 hours used to, I think, no problem. So I'll be okay with that. But whole life, then problem, Today you're thinking something, tomorrow maybe not thinking as today. Some mental situation different, physical situation different. Then things, I make mistake now. So I break this vow, not good. But you smart, you can give back the vow. Vinaya Sutra vow you can give back. Then sometimes people have no time to give back the vow. They break the vow. Then the problem becomes because you take vow, you really dedicate yourself to suffer and pain for yourself. So this reason, don't play the vow. You don't take the vow, you don't have bad, and don't have good either. But take the vow, keep the vow, lots of good there. But you break the vow, lots of bad things there. So this is very careful, simply. So anyway, I think that is very good too. But this we're talking in Vinaya Sutra like that. The Mahayana Sutra, same things. Avoiding negative, applying positive. Especially you applying the positive within your mind. More engaging compassion, more engaging your point view of the mind, meditation, emptiness. So the Mahayana Sutra, that is basically taught us, Mahayana Sutra, the Prajnaparama Sutra is more basically compassion and emptiness. Abhidharma Sutra is more go deeper. That is a goal based on compassion and emptiness. But then the two of emptiness are different. One emptiness is called Rangtong, which is self-emptiness, and other was the Yöntong, other emptiness. So that is the post-teachings, middle of the turning wheel of Dharma, Prajnaparamita Sutra. He gave the Rangtong, self-emptiness. And then he teach last teaching, kind of final teaching he teach was the kind of the meditation emptiness, but called other emptiness, you see. So other emptiness meaning the other than your mind is everything empty, but your mind is not empty. But then argue there is the Madhyamika, self-emptiness argue that the self-emptiness is a kind of everything empty, is nothing inherent existing. But the two of them contradicted. One is self-emptiness, everything emptiness. One is no, actual true nature of Buddha nature is not empty. It is light and bright and shining. But the light is not combined, compoundedness, not dependent, originated, spontaneous, that emptiness. And so what it is mean that emptiness of the temporary, we call the one of the texts, Maitreya Buddha has, they call, we call Gyulama, in Sanskrit, I forget the name, But anyway, that sutra says, good point there. See, so actually, I forget also that word. But what he says that, and loborite me kam tongkis, namir me be tseniki, loborite me kam tongkis, namir me be tseniki, lamechiki tongmain. So that's the pointing there. That text giving, the Madhyamika, his kind of object there. What it means that, actual true nature mind is Buddha nature is never decay. Even we have now, all of us have Buddha. Our Buddha is completely obscure, clinging by the ego and obscuration. But within that, we do have Buddha nature. That's the seed. Everybody have potential to get enlightenment. That's forever there. And that is Lord Buddha Shakyamuni is the enlightenment. 3 times Buddha is enlightenment. This all Buddha have two natures, emptiness. And then all sentient beings have the same emptiness. Not different, even slight. Same. So that meaning Buddha and we are same. We are future Buddha, but we obscured by our ego. Buddha is full enlightenment. He is a period of obscurations. So this laboratory may come down with temporary obscuration, obscure our true nature of the Buddha. So we call other emptiness. What the other meanings? Other than our mind, it's emptiness, which means every obscuration, every negative things are temporary, but they are not really truly existent. That's empty. Why? Buddha said, dependent originated, everything is empty, not inherent existent. Buddha say that. So, temporary obscuration are the dependent originated. It's not spontaneous. Temporary obscuration meaning anger, desire, jealous, greed, proud, and action, what we are creating from there. But mainly our ego producing these things. Our ego is not really existing either. It is artificial there, but it keep us to keep in suffering and pain and producing negative. Mentally negative, physically, bodily negative. The karma consequence. So this case, obscuration, what obscure our true nature of mind is emptiness. Our true nature of mind, not emptiness. That is they strongly suggest they can friend, uncuttable, undestroyable, like diamond. Why that? That spontaneous mind, the mind is not compounded net. It's not like dependent originated that. The mind is spontaneous, not contributed, it's spontaneous. It forever there, will be there. But only the obscuration cause of suffering and pain, confusion. But we are completely deluded, confused by ego, and these negative can obscure these two natures. So that is the two different things they make the difference. So Rangtong means self-emptiness. So that means two nature of mind empty. Meaning nothing whatsoever. So this can dependent originated things are all emptiness. But the other emptiness also dependent originated emptiness, but sure that. But actual go to checking, investigating everything, your true nature of mind is the Tathagata Garabha we call. The Buddha nature we call. So that is to call mind. That mind is the Buddha within now. So that what you need to have to remove the obscurations. Obscuration is removable because dependent originated. How obscure me? I get angry. I'm not angry by myself singly. And I angry because somebody irritated me. Then somebody irritated, I am here, have to be kind of irritating here. So I am here and somebody irritating me. What comes with that? Anger. So anger comes from me and others, right? But now anger. But actually that anger is not real. And when you anger, feel so terribly angry, look it down this, I'm here, there, and he did this, I feel this, then I get this emotion things. Where is this anger now? How big it is? How clear? How short? How tall? Look at that, anger is not there. The anger is not there, you see. But we clinging that anger there, then obscure our Tathagata, pure true Buddha is within us, then we completely obscure that. But Tathagata Garba is not obscure because it is not dependent originated, it's spontaneous, So that way the two of them philosophically debate, and debating in Tibet for 8th century more. But still debating, they don't have decision to make. When you debate, never decision come. Always come, always come. And always somebody debate me, I have to answer. They have to question me, answer. That's never get result there. Anyway, so that's the debate. And really, actual practitioner doesn't have to go through that way. But good to go Madhyamika philosophy both. Some you have to sense that philosophy to understanding for my Buddha nature. So then same text will say, Lamye Chiki Tongmayan means that actual Buddha nature is not empty. That's the saying clearly. But what obscures the Buddha nature, that's empty. So that way other empty, Other than my two nature Buddha, empty. But my Buddha nature is never empty. So a little bit difficult to understand that, They talk about how strong this is solid there, so they're talking about. But solid, what are we thinking now? It's not that there. Empty go beyond empty. But beyond empty is not object and subject. So what do you call that? It becomes very complicated situation. So that is also, this same text will be giving, say, means that Buddha nature, actual to the Buddha nature, there is nothing to dispel the impurity. Why? From beginning, they are not obscure anyway. So therefore, Selja is nothing to clarify. It's pure beginnings. Then, Tila Selja second word say, I not need to clean anything because they clean there, but I need to put some quality there. They say you don't need to put any good quality. From beginning, spontaneously good. No defile. Not need to be any quality spontaneously there. But this one is saying against Yangda Nila Yangda Tang Yangda Tone number Chorlusi Yangda Nila Yangda Ta, which means that's so perfect beyond we can measure by our intellectual ordinary mind. That's perfect and pure. That's the clear light. So that is you have to look at. Where you're looking is not looking something there. This doesn't mean not finding there, but you have nothing to look at there. Yangda nila yangda ta means that look at the perfect one, but you need the perfect wisdom to look at that. Not ordinary intellectual mind can see this. So that you need perfect wisdom. Perfect wisdom can look at that true nature, then you can see that. Why the perfect there? So wisdom we have, hearing wisdom, reflecting wisdom. So we have that wisdom. So these two wisdom cannot help to see this. So wisdom can make intellectual understanding. But you want to look at that things what you need to looking for. Tilopa says here, I don't want to see anything or what I don't want to show you. I have nothing to show you. But he says nothing to see, so you don't look at for something to look at. When look at, you don't see nothing. That's what you're looking for. Stop looking anymore. So that's the final. So now this is look at perfect wisdom, but that meaning ordinary wisdom like hearing wisdom, not helping. Reflecting wisdom, not helping. What kind of wisdom can help it? You meditate on actual meanings. You gain some wisdom. And that wisdom spontaneously you look at. That wisdom itself is to nature itself. Bright and shinings. So that way is the kind of, all this through basic what we begin to say, avoiding negative, applying positive. Basically, there's a very important key point there. These all contribute in their realization. And you try to just like doing that, what I'm saying now, and then you polish. You have to beginning practice, digging more, So that is a wisdom that you through gain this wisdom from meditations. Through the wisdom you gain from the meditation is a kind of very special, and that can see things nakedly, true nature of your mind as it is. Naked meanings no ego there, no perceiver, no any kind of things they forming by the object and subject. So there are no object and subject, no action there. So that kind of wisdom is to can bring your naked to nature. So that's say. But again, it's the same text continually saying. Actually, text name is Uttara Shastra Tantra, they call it. And then there's the 5 volume of Maitreya texts. This one combine the 4 of them together one. So that Uttara Shastra Tantra, Maitreya Buddha passed down to Asanga. Asanga bring the human form, passed down the human being. So that's what they'll say that, And the Maitreya Buddha is a disciple of the Buddha, So the next one he say, then Nyung Kinguru Barwa, Bigbu Mebe Toa means. So this is one, again, another example where to say, bright, shining, sun shining, light for all over the world. Somebody blind, he cannot see the light. Why? He had no eye. But he stay dark. But sun shining light. Who have eye can see, but no one eye cannot see that. That's the example. So the Nyung Kinguru Barwa, keep Migbo Mebe Toa mean. Tendam Namge Yishiti, Madabai Tokja means. So that is lastly saying, the same text saying, bright shining sun on light. Someone who blind people cannot see. Dendam namki ishiti made by tokja means that absolute true nature of the intense awareness. That intense awareness, someone who have no faith, they will not realize that. So then faith is come to there. Sometimes we have very difficult to faith, but this case, when you are already there, you have faith, you have trust. So you need that. Without faith, you cannot realize that. So that is the kind of final how the just basically I'm beginning talking on avoiding negative, applying positive. That going up all this realization. Without that, you have this order like this way. Not getting there, you can talk about, I'm not realizing anything about this, but I'm talking, sharing with you, there is something, it's kind of tempting, but I'm not there, but it's there beautiful to look at that, So that's why I think so I'm sharing. So, what time now?
It's
10 after 7.
10 after 7.
Yeah.
Already.
So that means time pass.
So this was scheduled for 1 hour.
So we can have some question or not?
If anybody have maybe a few minutes, if there's
Sure.
a couple of questions, if you have we want to make sure you're ready for the weekend. So we don't want to get you too
Thank
tired.
you for that. I was concerned myself. So used to I do 3 times I give talk one day. Still I am excited. But now I have one talk make me really sleepy. So I have to take some tea, coffee to speak. I have some tea he give me. So this make me speaking loudly to you. So when I get tired and I articulate not good, not excited, I can see that I am not getting good job done. And so, yes, I have some energy today, and you're welcome. Any question, you can question any question you ask. I do my best, but I'm not guarantee I can ever tell you clearly your question answer, but I try. Sometimes I learn from you. So please, any question, you're welcome. Yes, please.
How would you like us to prepare for tomorrow's teaching?
Tomorrow teaching we prepare. Yes, tomorrow we go a little bit early to prepare. So I have to invoke and bless all the item to empower you. I do that. I think 10 o'clock start, right?
10 o'clock
Yeah,
start.
10 o'clock we start. That I will be explaining about the lineage, deities, and all these things. And then we have pure repetition. And then, you do new refugee prayer, and you renew. You already have, most of you, renew, and also renew the Bodhisattva vow. Basically, Vajrayana vow based on refugees and Vinaya Sutra vow. And then Bodhicitta is the Mahayana vow. This vow is very important to have before you Vajrayana initiation actually empower you. So empowerment in Vajrayana vows. So this vow will be explained tomorrow. And so that's the morning session. Afternoon session actually giving the empowerment speech, mind, body of the Avalokiteshvara, which make the next Nyung, whoever want to do it, they can able to do it with up to empowerment will be much more powerful, helpful. Yes. Yes.
Well, does true wisdom automatically generate true compassion? Does true compassion automatically generate true wisdom? In other words, if one is realized, does the other one simultaneously get realized?
Karma, but thought karma, but Ranjung Dorjis and say his mom with a prayer last week. Zidi ngo tongden jim prisharas, that word, it's one word he giving there. Zidi ngo tongden jim prisharas, that is also kind of pointing out how they are together, emptiness and the compassion. And also this we have the Tampa Sanje, one of the Chu master who bring Chu practice lineage in Tibet. He has saying, also they will use the word, he said, Nya kamla myon chula yongwayins. So something, what he means there, somebody say, I saw the fish in the grass and shower there. I mean, there in the garden, no water. I see the fish there. Who stupid people believe their fish live in the ground without water? And so somebody say, well, there are lakes. I saw some fish there. I believe fish live in water, so it live there. So he said that is what he's saying is that if you have realization of emptiness, there is peace like compassion there. And then you have no water, somebody's there a fish. If you have no emptiness, and then you say here compassion, the person, someone not realize the emptiness, the person can be not have compassion. So this, you get that?
Yes. Okay.
So that go back to Ranjung Dorji, he taught karma by say, Tsiti ngo tongden jimprishara, meaning he say, Tsiti ngo, meaning the tsi meaning the kind of compassion. The compassion, in this case, not meaning the ordinary compassion. I love my wife, I love my children, I love my family, my friend. Not like that. The compassion, what he talking about is the kind of non-referential compassion. non-referential meanings and compassion in general, all sentient beings, So all sentient beings that have compassions. So the limitless the sky is all sentient being. All this limitless sentient being is ego. Then ego have producing all negativity, and they producing karma, then suffering pain. But someone who have value, true non-referential compassion is kind of experience, manifesting from a true nature of your mind, then at the same time, while you have great sense of compassion, actual empty of essence is completely drawn there. You get that?
Oh, yes.
So
Wonderful.
that means that
Thank you.
you have true compassion, emptiness all there. Because your compassion is not individual here. He's good and she's good. I love, I kind compassion. But he's doesn't like, he doesn't talk to me nice, good, I don't like. So this is discriminating things. But this kind of compassion is all is pervasive compassion. Embrace all sentient being with the compassion. Well, he has compassion manifesting. Well, that compassion experience there, nakedly emptiness is drawn there. That. You see what I mean?
Yes, so like also like the four arms of Chinre Zig, you have non-referral compassion, one of the arms.
Same
and
thing, Chinre Zig,
non-referential wisdom.
thousand Chinre
Right.
Zig, four arm Chinre, same.
Yeah, thank you.
Same. But it means they cannot, actual realization of Mahamudra have to have compassion, emptiness, conjunctions. Cannot, You have to have make sound, like this,
Yes.
You can clap your hand. But you clap your hand, you have to clap this hand. You can hear, you cannot any sound.
Yes.
So that is it. You say compassion here, and your emptiness here, and then doesn't make anything civilization. But what you do is the compassion here and wisdom here, unifying this, the sound comes. So that way the true nature of emptiness is pervasive by compassion.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. So you have anything? You're welcome if you have some question. Otherwise, we stop. Yes.
Hi, thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
Referring to the teachings on Mahamudra, what I have heard is that there's the mother clear light and the childlike clear light, where the mother light clear light is when you die, that will be presented to you. The childlike clear light is what we train to identify that when that time comes. So my question, because it's very subtle, is what my understanding is there, when that happens, does the continuum of the ignorance in the mind, does it stop? Is there a point where it's not continuous in that moment?
I think so. I know what you mean. But this, lifetime you have to be master on that. But when you die, no matter when you die, flashing there, that mother of light. But you are not recognizing, due to you are not habituated, you're accustomed. So this lifetime you have to shone like light, clear light. It's called shone like sun, mother sun. So that is we have developed now, familiarize them. So you have experienced that one when you dying, that case in the processing the death and dying, then when you come to that case we call consciousness. And that earth dissolved to fire, water dissolved to fire, fire dissolved into wind dissolved to ether dissolved to consciousness. That's why the dissolving we live by aggregate, and that also dissolve when you dying. So sometimes we are not moving, sometimes not dry mouth, sometimes eye closed, sometimes disease, all your heat, and then sometimes stop your breathing, all different stages, different element dissolving. And after the dissolve all the sense organs, then get into actual consciousness, we call consciousness. This very consciousness is wisdom, Ordinary people have consciousness. Extraordinary people practice under this kind they call this clear light. So, and then one to do, then some kind of bless, white bindu come down in above your heart, and beneath your red bindu come above. They go together, but there is called one we call lifetime long bindu. This is staying here until you die, until you're dead. And forever living bindu is in your heart. That's carrying on your both necks. So this coming down, the white bindu, white light comes, experience, and above in the heart field, and then the red bindu coming above, they kind of cover the, forever lasting bindu, cover that one. Then when you cover, what happens is dying people become completely blank, darkness. They don't know anything happening. Completely dark. You kind of become. Then beginning of that, slowly like dawn, night breaking, slowly light coming little by, like that kind of experience coming to that person, and then finally that light coming suddenly, then like sun shining from the mountain peak, and sun come above and bright shining, like that. So this kind of crushing this white and red bindu, and then actually the life last long, forever lasting long bindu actually departing. That actually really dead, and that person people will die. But what happened there? So then someone who has no experience, ordinary people die, and they become unconscious, completely blank. Up to the dark, they go into no consciousness, nothing. And when you are meditator, meditate lifetime, a good experience, so then they have actual our true nature mind, the light, bright shining Buddha nature. That is forever bright shining there. That's called mother light, clear light. But when lifetime, what do you practice? Called sunlight, clear light. But they merging then sunlight, light, clear light, recognize mother like light. Mother like light also recognize. Then they are introduce themselves by the recognition. They merge into one, meditating from there until they reach totally enlightenment. So that's what we call Tudam. Lots of Tibetan meditate. You can see picture that now researching, scientific researching about what is this and why these Tibetan people doing this. But sometimes they a month they sit as like now he ready to be speaking you, but they dead. But after meditation finished, they fall down like dead body. Then they say his meditation finished, they dispose of that up until they keep. Sometimes 5 days, 7 days, sometimes 15 days, sometimes month they stay. So that is case that lifetime meditation recognize the actual essence of the true nature of mind, the merging. That's it. They all can develop meditation 3.5. They keep that used to be, Otherwise, long as the sign comes. But then ordinary people get dropped there, but then you get unconscious 3.5 days. And 3.5 days they wake up, then they can see. They want to see where I am now. I was sick. No, I'm not sick. I'm very strong. And then also my mom is in Lhasa. So as soon as thinking Lhasa, you're Lhasa. Then they're wondering, what happened now? I'm Lhasa now. I was there, America. And suddenly you come back and you're thinking here, you will get, your mind has, that time you have some, Bardo being have some miracle. Contaminated miracle, not enlightened miracle. Karmically pushed down him, thinking anywhere go. So that's happening. So that, I think you're talking about clear light. So this is it. Yes, that's true. But you have lifetime. You have to make true practice to get used to be. When you're sleeping. When you're sleeping, also we're dying too. Go all the sense consciousness block and then get into concentrate in the mind, consciousness, and then consciousness, meditative consciousness toward the clear light, basic wisdom. And then ordinary people stay in consciousness, confusing, storing all the afflicted there, so they manifesting affliction, so wandering, suffering again. So that's kind of things. So is it true that way? But we have to practice. That's the reason practice is important. Practice not pretending, but really go through good motivation, good faith, and what you can do quality, not number of time. I did this long, I'm this mantra, this long. That's not counting, but what the quality, even short time, recite mantra, visualize, meditate emptiness, compassion, try to do best things. That's where they introduce you one time from. That's when clear light come along. And then you have to recognize. Sometimes we missing that recognition, make problem, samsara begin start again.
So then sleep would be an opportunity to, as a presented what you said about sleep, since we are
So
actively
dim,
dying,
yes,
to recognize the
right.
subtle mind. I mean, obviously, I'm very far from you trying something
your
like that.
dim
but that
yoga,
would be,
yeah. So dim yoga practice is
Right.
very useful. Dim yoga is one of bardo, dim bardo we call. So the bardo is 6 bardo, you know. Bardo meaning the intermediate state. But now we are bardo too. We born already. We're not dead yet. But this very important. We can contribute lots of good to next bardo. But in dim yoga also you this lifetime you can do, and you sleeping, then you while you sleeping, all the sense organs kind of condense in your actual consciousness, and then up to this consciousness not functioning outside, then you go deep sleep. And up to the deep sleep, the habitual pattern come out your mind, then it manifests your dream. So that's a dream. You have to practice the dream, and then you multiply the dream, and then also the manifesting dreams. Lots of things that 6 yoga say something like that. Yes, but all these things are the kind of all over here, but this not sequence yet. So actually, when you practice dharma, true dharma is very helpful no matter what. Even as we have very positive, no negative, then at the time of the death, your mind's not positive and negative, because you never influence that. And that time, your positive mind can bring all these things accordingly, then easily we look like you know these things, all come along with that. But all the positive bring these things on the path, you can liberate yourself, But this practice is important to lifetime, to whatever you do. Doesn't matter what kind of school, all school have very good liberation practice, And so you can do study. Oh, tricking now. It's today?
Yeah, we have candy out front.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Something was taken care of. Okay, so.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, so yes, all right. So okay, welcome. A tricky trick. I don't have the candy.
Okay, thank you, Rinpoche. We'll do a dedication prayer on page 13.
Okay.
Okay.
Salam ye ye tam che ze pa yi to nai ni pe tra na ban che ne ke gai na chi ba lai tu pa yi si pe so le to wa Jam pa wo je ta ken pa ta kun do zan po de yan she shin te de la ken ke je su da lo chi ge wa te la tam che ra tu Jam Sen Rinpoche Ma Ge Pa Na Ge Ju Shi Ge Pa ge gu so ge pe chen la dang chu ni ming ge de pe chen la dang ge de ming che de pe chen la ki ji lai no wa me lan du bai shi Thank you. So there's booklet, you can read it. I think there's something has called in there, I think, right?
Yeah, the 10
So that will be good if you are interested to Nyung Ne. But you have to come your own heart. And that doesn't mean the Bodhisattva Institute make sure you do it. Or I should say you should do it. You come your heart, pure heart, it'll create a benefit. But don't force yourself. So you have open decision. But you can read that book, make you can decision. And book it make. And more I'll comment and orally sometime also. Thank you very much. Good night. Waited. Hold on. You can pick me off there. Good night.
Okay, so just quickly, couple, I don't know.